Let's make sure that I did everything right. I think so. Yes, stream is starting. Woot, woot. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Curse of the Crimson Throne. I'm your host, Squee. Host? Is that what I'm called now? I guess.
I guess
Sure.
And I'd like to welcome my permanent guests.
Hopefully.
Please help us. We can't escape.
Elora!
Just remember, you're here forever.
Rin!
Oh. Oh no.
Is this our new intro music?
Welcome to Don't Die!
No.
I
don't like this game anymore.
Yeah, no.
Welcome back, everyone, to Curse of the Crimson Throne. Last week, we're going to jump right into this, because last week was a day of shopping and money. So much money. Bags, a single bag of money. But you guys went shopping. We introduced the new materia system. You guys bought a bunch of cool stuff that you may or may not get to use. Take away all your stuff in the next adventure.
Wow, rude.
I'm not really sure. I'm going to kind of leave it up to the players. Where do you want to pick up the session? Because you're technically still at Timbronians. We've kind of been in a narrative space where you guys have been shopping and perusing and buying a bunch of things. First of all, was there anything out of session that anyone purchased that they did not purchase in session?
Just the additional materia of disorientation. I think that's what I wrote.
Yes. Gotcha. Right. That's the that's the one that gives them disadvantage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Attack rolls against you have disadvantage.
Perfect. Anyone else? Anything?
Nope. No, not that I can think of.
All right. Well then, I'll go ahead and leave it to you guys kind of where you want to pick up. Do you want to start right from Timbronians? Is there anything you want to do there? Is there
How about we hop, skip, and jump to when the plague is over?
Oh.
Sure.
like
Yeah,
that
no,
idea.
Everyone's dead.
Yay!
Oh, I don't like this ending. No.
you know that reminds me of a lesson I learned as a kid. It was actually really cool. There was an old game called Wing Commander, and it was a really cool game for the time because I found out it was a really hard game, but I found out it was a ship game, and I could just eject, and it would just move me on to the next mission, right? And I thought, oh, that's so cool. I'm so gonna beat this game because I can cheat, and I was that age where I thought that was cool. What I didn't realize is the game was kind of progressive and the story would change depending on how well you did. And I was ejecting every mission, therefore failing every mission. And I was sitting there going, this story is so depressing. Many years later, when I was an adult, I was like, oh.
This makes so much more sense.
Oh my gosh, yeah, this is such a better story when you actually play the game. But anyway, yeah, that's basically what happened to you guys. If you just skip to the end of the plague, you fail. Well, you don't. I mean, we continue the story, but I don't think you'd like where it goes from there. So.
I was kidding.
But no, where do you guys do? Does anyone need anything else? Anything they want to do at Timbronians? Do you guys want to start somewhere else? I'm kind of soft on where you guys want to be.
I think Freya's just kind of
believe we
browsing around,
haven't-
but not doing anything serious.
Yeah, I believe we have an alley to check out, and that's about the extent of like.
You have
Anything.
Racker's Alley, and you have the Blessed Maiden.
What about the Blessed Maiden?
That's the place where Dr. Raylan is supposed to be, right across from your new home.
Oh, right.
Well, here's a question. So we probably won't pick up right at Timberonians because we want to install all the crap on our armor, and
Right.
You said that'll take at least a short rest.
Correct. Yeah, so it would take about an hour or so.
Yeah, about what time is it in the day?
Very early actually. You guys got up, got your gold, had breakfast, and then pretty much just went shopping. So I'd say, given the time to peruse and shop and all that, it's still noonish.
Okay. My vote would be Rikers Alley then.
I thought we were on our way to Rikers Alley and stopped at the bazaar.
Yeah,
it was...
that sounds
That's
right.
exactly
Yeah,
what you guys were
Yeah.
doing. Yeah.
Then-
Correctamundo.
That makes the most sense. Yeah.
Let's go kill some zombies.
You don't know that's what's there.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
actually a
definitely
6-armed
not.
troll. That sounds
Shit.
annoying. I don't want that.
Then why would you give?
Yeah, why would you give me
idea.
ideas? I gotta look at my monster manual now.
Oh fucking no! Don't even.
I mean, look, if we have acid or fire, it'll be okay.
Oh,
Just
look!
don't stand next to it
Look
because
who
you'll probably
didn't
die.
buy any acid or fire. Actually, you guys have alchemist files. You'd be fine.
Yeah.
So you guys will say you can set whatever materia. Actually, I would like to know what materias, and this is going to be a thing that I need to be keep everyone honest on. What materias are you setting into your armor and weapons, if any?
I have the +2 to Constitution saving throws on. That is it.
Okay.
I have none.
I'm having the Materia of Soul.
Which is the advantage on death saving throws?
Correct.
Okay.
I have fleetness and heaviness.
Which is canceling each other out for normal speed. No. That's what it sounds like. Fleetness and heaviness. Fleetness gives you extra 10 feet of movement. Heaviness makes your weapon attack at 1 die class higher than normal, I believe. Yes?
Yes.
All right. Blue, what about you? Or Miri, I should say.
The only materia I had was the +2 to Wisdom saving throws. I think that's the only one I purchased.
Gotcha.
You know, I will say, that is an interesting idea for materia. It's something that makes you move slower, but you hit harder. That's just for 200 weapons for later, but not right now.
It's like you're like dragging a rapier along the ground.
Well, I did specify 2-handed weapons.
Because it now, like, the rapier now weighs like a sledgehammer.
I mean, imagine that though.
Rhea,
That'd be interesting.
go get him.
They'd put it on the end of a pole like a spear.
All right.
Real with that materia and the lowest initiative.
It is important to note that despite your rapier being heavier, which is why it does more damage, it does not feel any heavier in your grip. Otherwise, it's not really magical, is it? It's just a heavy rapier. All right, so you guys make your way to Rikers Alley. Give me 1 second here. Do I need to? No, I got you over there. Let me just share this with you. By the way, at the moment, Shala has not purchased any materia. She is waiting for you guys to test them out because she's a little dubious. So she might get more later.
That's fair.
But she
That's
was kind of
extremely
like,
fair.
I'll see how they work with you guys. By the way,
Hey.
who's playing Shala today?
Nose goes.
Not me.
Not me.
Hey, think
I
I played her recently?
I
don't
believe
remember.
right now it's owned by Kadia, and you guys didn't actually use her last session, so I assume it'd be fine unless you guys have a rejection to leave her with Kadia for this session.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I
Hey,
am curious
Treat
where
your
my
girlfriend
company-
well, alright?
Listen, man.
They are not dating, okay?
Hey,
Yeah.
Squid.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just want to mention that I put on the silencer to the thunder
Okay,
cannon
perfect. Gotcha.
as well.
Just because they're making moon eyes or moon pies at each other doesn't mean
We're making
I'm
moon
sorry.
pies.
They're what?
they're putting on Hello Kitty aprons and they are making moon pies together.
Oh my god.
Don't
Is
you
this the new
judge
lesbian
them.
thing?
Look, don't judge them. They can do what they want.
If it was
Okay,
anybody
I'm
else, I might consider that like a bizarre sexual euphemism, but it's you, so no.
It's very true. I am so innocent. All right. So, you guys make your way to Raker's Alley. You can see, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Then give me a second here and let me pull up,
Ooh.
I don't know, a description or something, like a GM. I was so worried about getting your map out that, to be fair, I'll be very honest with you guys. I didn't know if you were going to just skip this and go straight to the Blessed Maiden, so I was doing my best to prepare that. But I have this. I just need to pull out. Here we go.
We said we were gonna, so we're gonna.
Yeah, hey, no, I appreciate you guys being true to your word. That is a very admirable trait. So,
Plus, we needed to give you time to, set up the other map.
so let me actually set a mood for you guys. You are walking through the street. It's about 1 PM, and it is a bright. It's one of those weird things. It's overcast outside, but not so overcast that everything's a dull gray. You can tell where the sun is, even if it's covered, and it is still bright. It's just like everything's got a nice bright gray to it. And it's very comfortable outside. You're in early spring. You're headed towards summer. It's probably a nice, comfortable degrees. What you might consider short sleeve weather. You guys make your way through the streets again, not deserted by any means, but very muted. There are people going to and fro, but there's no loud voices. There's no happy conversations. There's no arguments. It is people going to and fro about their business, and it has the type of atmosphere of people who are overworked and overstressed and just don't have the energy to do anything other than survive. That is the feel of the city now. Half the people you pass have some sign of the blood veil, whether it be early stages or later stages. Everyone keeps a wide berth of everyone else. In fact, the fact that there are 5 of you walking so close together is unusual in today's Corvosa. And you make your way through the quiet streets up towards where you know Racker's Alley to be. And when you arrive, you see the high walls of the surrounding buildings throw this awkwardly bent alley into a constant shadow. Although littered with garbage and other refuse, it's the garbage itself, the filth, isn't the most stomach-turning thing that you see as you approach the alley. Heaped against a bent wooden wall rises a huge pile, probably more than 3 dozen plague victims. Their faces are blistered, flushed, their eyes are open, staring lifelessly. The scent is a death, and it is overpowering. I would like all of you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Could I also be placed on the map, by the way?
No.
Oh, okay.
Hang on. Let me get you on the map. Freya, why aren't you there? There you go.
Yay. No. Okay.
Oh, honey.
I get my bonus to con saves and I roll a 4. Oh no.
Don't worry, I'm not far ahead of you.
You bought it and everything. Freya's like, this materia sucks. It doesn't work.
That's probably what you're thinking right now.
Oof.
So here's the deal. Unless there is magical means to it, I don't like telling your character exactly what happens to him, right? What I like doing is like this. Freya and Rhea, the sight, the smell, the stench of this makes you very, very nauseous. Now, whether it's so nauseous you can't keep your lunch or not, I leave up to you. But your characters are utterly nauseated by just the stench of this. There is a reek of death and rot. And it suggests that some of these corpses have been here for days. But an interesting thing, even a casual glance from all of you reveals that certain of the bodies seem pale compared to some of the other victims. One of the other things you notice as you approach it is a sound. It is a disgusting sound. It's the sound of rats absolutely gorging themselves on a pile of corpses as they gnaw on the bones and run around squeaking to each other. It's just sickening. What would you guys like to do?
I think Freya's gonna complain.
That's fair.
So, yeah, she'll turn to look over to Mwiri with like a hand kind of covering her face, and say, "Could we take care of this quickly? I realize this is of importance, but this is a bit much to bear."
Lou, you there?
I just realized I was muted. Weary will cast a very sympathetic glance at Freya and say, "Perhaps you ought to stay up here. I doubt it will get better as we go."
She winces, but she gives you a defiant look. She's not gonna stay here.
Amelia will look over at her and unwind her scarf and hand it over to Freya.
Oh, thank you. I'll make sure nothing happens to it.
It's fine. we should figure out what's going on soon and be done with this. She looks just utterly unaffected.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
I don't know, should we do like an inspection or something to see if there's anything else that we can see or
You're
find?
more than welcome to.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, can we do like a medicine check to see why there's some that are lighter than the others?
Absolutely. So actually do that. Roll me, whoever would like to. Roll
I
me
will, for sure.
a medicine check.
Woohoo!
And
Oh,
you,
nice.
I assume you're getting you're getting closer. You're inspecting them.
Yeah, I think the first thing Weary's going to do is cast Shield of Faith on herself.
Gotcha.
You carefully inspecting them,
Right.
as far away as possible.
Well, what does that mean? As far away as possible.
Weary is not
stare at
inspecting
them with my eyes.
Weary is not
And
being necessarily careful.
Right, and to be fair, I'm not just trying to be contentious. You really, what you can tell, in order to inspect a body, thoroughly, you have to go inspect the body.
I mean, I'm not gonna like run up right into it first. I'm gonna kind of do it like cautiously, and then.
That's okay. Weary will go first, and Weary will
Gotcha.
be kind of up in it.
All right. So Mary, let's see. What did you roll? You rolled.
Really well.
Yes, you did.
And so did Ross. So it's 23 and 19. And then Amelia did 18 for investigation.
So
Amelia has a 20.
you realize, Mary, since you're the one getting up close.
Mm-hmm.
Amelia 18, Rhea 20. How close are you getting, Rhea?
Rhea will put her cloak in front of her nose and her mouth, and she'll get however close she.
Okay, gotcha. Give me 1 second. Let me reveal a little bit here. You guys might like to see some stuff.
There, I'll move.
What we're
Weary.
face planting
Okay.
into, sure.
How do I?
Oh god, that's the fucking ambiance music. I was like, I
Yeah.
heard it, and I was like, ah!
Rats and flies and stuff, huh?
No, I live with a bird, so I was like, why is the bird making noise? I have to go shut her up.
Yeah, not quite.
So, as you get closer into the alley, you see these corpses. Weary and Rhea, definitely. You notice that these bodies, the ones that are paler, you inspect them, and you notice that most of them have small little pinprick bite marks in their necks.
Oh god.
Damn.
Of course they fucking do. Do we need to roll like intelligence to see if we know what that means?
Or would that be an arcana type thing?
No, I would say intelligence. Let's do let's do intelligence check.
Does Amelia not see this?
Amelia, you didn't get close enough. Your investigation, what I will say is your investigation shows that there are no, with the exception of the corpses, there doesn't seem to be, and the rats and flies, of course, there doesn't seem to be anyone else out living, any other people in this alleyway besides you that are still alive.
So would Ross have seen it with a 23?
Well, like I said, no, because
And getting. Well, no. What I was saying is if Murray got close, then I would also go close too. I was
okay,
just
okay, then
she's
yes,
looking
first
before
one to
you
yes,
approach.
then absolutely you would have seen that.
Or rather looking under Moira's shoulder.
You both would have noticed that some of these are almost utterly drained of blood. Rhea, yeah, you know what that means. Aras, you know what that means. It means vampires. Whether that means vampire spawn or vampires, it's hard to tell, of course, but there's very, very few creatures in this world that leave marks like that. There's lots of creatures in this world that have fangs, but usually fangs for ripping and tearing.
Not for draining.
Not to be used as straws, right?
That's not.
What? It's a vampire
I
smoothie.
mean, you know what? Close enough, I guess.
Yeah. It's like a Capri Sun. Pop.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah, I like
Okay,
the bite of the
so-
mic, Capri Sun.
So Mary doesn't know what this means with the 6.
Right. Right.
But she will kind of look over her shoulder and glance back out into the alley and make sure nobody's like staring at them, and then she'll take a step forward and address the rats. And she'll say, "If any of you can understand me, I would ask that you please excuse yourselves."
The rats don't seem to pay you any attention.
She just doesn't want to accidentally kill a were rat. Because they're already kind of on thin fucking ice with those.
To be fair, you would know this from your time with them. Any rare rat you've ever seen are much bigger than these. They turn into like dire rat size. These are just normal rat size. Now, I'm not saying that Weary wouldn't still take the chance or anything. Just letting you know, any were-rat you've seen is like the size of a dog at least when they change. They're like Princess Bride size.
She might as well also announce their presence.
Sure. One scurries away from Weary.
She sort of rolls her eyes and says, "Thank you."
All right. What do you guys want to do now?
I'll mention to the other party members that it looks like vampire activity. Would I know anything more than that? Like, I don't know anything about vampires.
You know that vampires generally can't be out in the daylight. You know, well, hang on. Let me see what you would know because you rolled 17. That's not horrible. Give me a second. I'll actually give you some actual information that you might find useful. You know that vampires typically tend to heal quicker than the average person. You know that they have a couple of flaws. They're harmed by running water. They do not like running water. It actually pains them and hurts them. You know that a vampire can be destroyed utterly if it's pierced by a weapon made of wood, or if a weapon made of wood is driven into its heart while it is incapacitated or in its resting place. And you know that it has sunlight hypersensitivity, which means it takes damage from the sun itself.
Okay.
So is a vampire just from a player standpoint, is a vampire technically an undead?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they
you
would
also,
be affected by turn undead.
Correct. You
Okay.
also know that there are many different types of vampires, but they generally fall into two classes. You have vampire spawn, which are lesser forms of them. They're much more animalistic. They don't have as much higher reasoning. They're like very, very dangerous animals.
Okay.
And then you have vampires themselves, which can be incredibly intelligent or stupid, or they're like any other person in that regard. They're like they've retained all of their sensibilities they had when they were turned.
Okay.
Well, the dangerous thing though is that if there's a vampire spawn, there's at least a vampire somewhere here too, probably.
Well, you don't know
So,
that.
well, I'm not saying we'll fight them, but
No, I'm saying that your characters would not know that.
oh,
Not on
okay.
17.
That's fair, I guess. And my character didn't check at all. But we'll just say that was out of character. No, she's quivering. She doesn't want to go near that.
Go ahead and check though, because here's the thing: intelligence checks are natural, are automatic. You know it or you don't. You know what I mean?
19.
Yeah, you still wouldn't know. Well, no, you still wouldn't know that. Here's what. Let's see. Would you know anything else by that? Not really. You've heard, though you're not sure. You've heard a vampire cannot enter a residence without an invitation from someone, but you're not sure if that's true. Could be, might not be.
Guys, when we encounter it, let's all run into a building, close the door. They can't chase us.
Has to be your residence, not just
I
a
will write
building.
my name on the wall. It's mine now.
Quick, someone write a deed.
I mean, I have chalk. You can just write his name on it.
That
All you
seems
have to do is
such
lick it and it's yours.
That seems like just such a. Oh, hang on, guys. I see a fly.
Oh god.
Logan, that was my kill. Logan. My cat attacked it. Never mind.
That's what I said.
Well, I know he didn't get it though. He has no interest in killing it. He just wants to play with it. All right. Anyway, where was I? Oh, God.
I do want to say, one of Muri's greatest concerns is going to be is it possible for her to use Sacred Flame to destroy these bodies? Or at least consecrate them against becoming undead?
Not really. Sacred Flame can burn people, but it can't, like, burn them to a cinder. I
Gotcha.
suppose if you stood there all day doing it, you might. But yeah, it's going to be a tough call all on your own.
Yeah, it'd probably
Yeah,
be quicker to make a
cremation is not
bonfire.
an easy business.
Like, if it had that kind of power, you would be burning people every time you hit them and just turning them to
Yeah.
ash. Yeah.
I mean, ideally these people would be buried or cremated elsewhere. But
Right,
since
ideally.
we lack the manpower to do that,
It's one
she's
of the
not super interested in just leaving them here.
it's one of
to
the interesting
turn
things.
into undead on their own time.
Right, absolutely. In fact, that's why Chrysidia brought you here, or asked you to come by. It's an interesting thing where in that particular situation, normal fire would actually be more useful because Sacred Flame burns, but does not catch a flame.
I did, when I was gone, purchase some oil that we can use to, start a bonfire maybe later after we figure out what's going on.
I would also let you all know that you are surrounded by old wooden walls in a very narrow alley.
I was thinking about that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we're going to burn them, we're going to have to pull them out into the street and start a fire there.
I adore how arsonistic this group is.
Yeah, this is the second time.
Second? Oh no, dear brother.
Well,
This
I
is
know,
the
but I'm
third.
just saying back to back. I wasn't there for the other
We've been
ones. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I also picked up a tinderbox.
There's a
So-
history here. Oh my god, what are you doing, Russ? Are you trying to feed the beast? Is that what this is?
Like mother, like daughter. Thank you.
Don't get me wrong. Not judging, just marveling. So yes, you would have to drag them probably away if you didn't want to risk catching the buildings on fire. But it's doable by yourselves, though. That would be hours and hours of carrying dead plague bodies. There's dozens of these things here.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, well, I will simply tell you that Chrysidia asked you to investigate to see if it was true. Of course, there was an implication of solve issue if can.
So we now know that it's true. Can we just go back and tell Chrysidia and call it a day?
Well, there is one last thing I was going to get to.
Oh.
When you are looking at the bodies, sorry, we've been focusing so much on what you guys have found. When you're looking at the bodies, you notice that there is a hole in the eastern wall. Let me give me a second here. Let me just pull out my pointer. There is a hole right here. And it's a hole that looks like it was created, not a natural one. Like the wall has been torn apart.
Hmm. Moira will kind of gingerly pick her way over the bodies and come to stand in the alley. Can I roll perception real quick to just see what else I see?
Sure.
I'm gonna kind of stand off to the side and go, well, we were told to check and we know it's true.
All right.
We can go, right?
You definitely see down the rest of the alley into the street beyond. And you look into the hole in the wall, but the daylight outside is making it impossible to see inside. It's very dark in there.
Okay.
Or at the
What's
very
this
least,
dude's deal?
it's dark from the outside light. If
Gotcha.
that makes sense.
So there's a pile of bodies where Murray's standing, and there's one dude all the way up here. What's his deal? Why is he up here?
This one looks like it was viciously torn apart, part of it. I'm going to just go ahead and roll over your medicine check, right? Not make you roll again.
Uh-huh.
Looks like this one has puncture wounds in it, but also has a lot of tear marks in it, almost as if it tried to get away from something. didn't make it.
Delightful. Where do these stairs go?
Those stairs go up into a building to the west with a locked door.
Is there a church nearby here?
Is there a what?
A church nearby here.
Hang on. Let me pull up the map. No. You're in the main shore. The closest church would be Sarenrae, your temple, which is all the way over in the heights.
Weary's in total fix-it mode. So if there's like a pile of dead bodies, that's like her first priority is making sure that they get properly dealt with. She's not interested in reporting this back to Cressida if she can just take care of it.
Right. Ria's gonna move up to here, and I would like to cast Detect Evil and Good.
Okay. Let me find that spell real quick. I want to know exactly what to tell you.
So
Whoa.
for the duration, I know if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of me, as well as where the creature is located.
Anything about strength level or anything like that?
How do you mean?
Like, does it say anything about you can tell how powerful a creature is, or?
No.
Okay.
I posted the exact description in chat if you need it squeak.
Perfect. Thank you. Oh, okay. No, you're good. You sense 5 undead things. Give me a second here. 4 in here. 1. Whoops. I really don't like that I have to keep doing this. In here. And, Miri, as you approach that body to investigate it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You hear through the walls, which are sturdy but kind of thin. Oh, whoopsie.
Is there a door anywhere over here?
There would be around the front.
The person must be making some nice soup.
So the wall is fairly thin, if I can just hear this.
I mean, it's a normal wooden wall, meaning probably 6 inches thick.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something you're going to be busting through without some massive strength check or a lot of blows with a mace. But yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Mira's just gonna walk up to the wall and knock on it. Like a shaving haircut.
The humming stops.
She waits.
Hello.
I pull out my sword.
Did somebody say something?
Yeah, you hear
sorry.
after quite a while, you hear, hello?
Good afternoon.
Can I help you with something?
I'm sure you could. Were you so inclined?
Well, you're very polite. Why don't you come inside? We'll discuss it.
I hope you don't mind if I have friends with me.
I don't mind at all. The door is unlocked. Though I wouldn't suggest coming in the back. I have some friends out there, rather nasty.
Such company you keep.
I know.
And this mess in the alley, I suppose that might be their doing. Or yours, I suppose.
So boring talking through a wall. Come inside or go away.
Such a rude guest if you wouldn't even come out to greet us.
I do apologize. Not my choice.
Moiri, what are you doing?
Talking to a wall.
You should come back over here, I think.
Very well. She'll come back to Rhea. Yes, dear.
Now, remind me, Ross did tell everyone what we were dealing with, right?
I
Yes.
imagine, yes.
I said I did.
Yeah.
You do realize there are vampires.
She blinks at you. Yes, dear.
And you're just casually talking to them.
She sort of sighs deeply. Did we not just have a discussion about taking other routes? I thought you ought to be proud of me.
Just hear us chuckling.
I have half a mind to whack you.
I'm sorry, is this canon? Like, did that actually come out of Rhea's face?
No.
No, that sounds much more like...
God.
Yeah.
Rhea just stares at you in shock that you said.
Who knows? Perhaps if you talk to them enough, they might repent. I suppose I ought to let you take point on this one. If you don't, I think I'll get a stern talking to.
Amelia speaks up. Should we send them to your order?
Watch where you fucking tread, guys.
Oh man.
They don't hear that. That's out of character.
Yeah, no, honey, you set this up for yourself.
Oh, I realize, and my next character will be nowhere near as nice.
Shala winces when that's said. Shala, all the way back here.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps this isn't the time for us to be talking about that? Whether we want to spare them or not, I mean... And Freya's in the back just kind of gingerly pointing at all of the corpses, but not really wanting to walk through them.
Moiri's tone is icy, and she has not broken eye contact with Rhea.
Oh.
No, I think I'd prefer that we have a consensus before we go in and get surprises.
With all due respect, I know when killing is necessary.
Then we shall follow in your footsteps.
Rhea will just look back at the rest of the group and motion for them to join.
Squee, is there like a platform up these stairs on the west side of
Yeah,
the
there
alley?
is a little one. Yeah, like a balcony.
Okay, so I would like try to position myself up there.
Okay.
Weary will loudly inform the group there's a gentleman behind that wall who has kindly invited us inside. Though I'm afraid he's asked that we don't go around the back as he has... What did he say? Oh yes, unpleasant friends.
Rhea just takes out her sword and shield and casts magic weapon.
And you're just gonna walk in?
Really, Rhea, you're not going to see what he has to say?
If you don't mind, now is not the time, Weary.
Well, I could have said the same thing about Cressida's office with somebody in custody, but I suppose you're calling the shots, aren't you? Proceed.
Freya,
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
sorry, like Shala, like gives a look to Freya, like a child whose parents are fighting, kind of look.
Yeah, no, it's reciprocated. Like Freya's not sure what to do. She doesn't want to walk over there and stop it because
Right.
she's too scared of the bodies.
You see that
She's-
look mirrored in Shala.
Yeah.
Moira takes a deep breath. We're going to deal with this one way or another. But I suppose if you are so set on doing it your way, then that's what we'll try.
I'm not so set on anything. I simply wish to have my opinion heard. Now, you are the one who got us invited in. I will follow.
Very well. To the front we go if we wish to avoid dealing with the friends in the back.
And which entrance was the front?
Up
I'm
and
assuming
around,
here.
north of you.
Moira will also cast spiritual weapon.
Okay. You see Shala like holding her dress up, and you see underneath them there's of course like soft leather leggings and high boots, and she's doing that high step over the bodies.
Oh, good lord.
Shala's moving at like quarter speed.
Can Aras do something she's actually never done before? Actually cast a spell? Because
My
artificers
God,
are allowed to do that.
I knew this day would come. What are you gonna cast?
How many? Oh, wait, no. How many sessions are we into this campaign?
41.
41 sessions in, and a Ross casts a spell.
Because I didn't have a chance to prepare any coins.
You're
I mean,
not
I
a
did, I
fighter?
just didn't think of it. So I'll cast Mage Armor on Amelia.
Ooh.
Thank
That's actually a
you.
good point. Shala would have cast mage armor on herself the second you start talking about vampires.
That's would Freya.
All right, so you guys make your way around the front. Give me a second here. Actually, I believe I can just... Hang on. Nope. I figured how to do that. That's fine. I'll just do this for now. And you see a front door. The windows are boarded up. Covered by what looks like bookshelves and the like. But there is a front door a little bit further down that you can see. Shala would follow behind.
Moira would like to roll a perception check because she learned that sometimes there are trapdoors.
Oh, sure. Roll me a perception check.
At an 11.
It does not seem trapped.
Okay. Moira will knock the very cheerful shaven haircut.
Real quick, Squee, what time of day is it?
It's about 1:30 in the afternoon.
Okay.
You hear, "It's not locked."
Manners first, I suppose. She'll open the door
All right.
and cast light on, I guess. Can I cast light on the spiritual weapon?
I don't know. It's not a tangible object, but rule of cool. Sure, why not?
Okay.
I don't see how it could be too negative, really.
Right? Yeah, I don't see a problem with it. So sure, absolutely. I need
Moira will step inside.
I need atmospheric music. I see tons of combat music, but that's not really appropriate right
You need
now.
music to wine and dine too.
Yeah.
We have a bard. That's what she's for.
As you walk inside, you notice that this is you actually, as you walk around the front, you see a sign that's old and worn. It says Gyotori's Toys. As you enter, you see an old abandoned, well, it doesn't look that abandoned, but definitely looks old toy shop. Awkwardly stitched stuffed animals, poorly equipped toy soldiers, dolls exhibiting a myriad of accidental deformities stare blankly out of a filth-smeared front showcase in the room. The several heavy-looking kites dangle purple and crimson tails from the ceiling above, and a dollhouse, recreating Castle Corvosa's intimidating towers, dominates one of the room's side tables. It's festooned with tiny bells. The shop entrance door is as you open it, and there's a little tinkling as light falls across the room. It looks like a toy shop made from really badly made toys. In the far corner, you see a corpse of an older man with a half-bald head, overweight, dirty-looking, poor, rotted clothes, and a worksman apron around him. And standing with one foot on top of him, leaning up against one of the counters, is a magnificent, splendid-looking person with a person with magnificent, splendid-looking robes. I shouldn't tell you the person's magnificent. You don't know these things yet.
You just tell us that he looks like Fabio. We'd all understand.
He has long, flowing, dark hair, and his robes are made of what look to be crimson and royal blue silk. He has royal blue slippers on, and a pale complexion and red eyes. And as you... Oh, sorry, give me 1 second, everyone. I just lost something here. As you enter, he claps his hands and he goes, "Hello, hello, hello, hello. Please, do come in."
Mary will take a step inside to let everybody else in. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you as well. And who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Are you sure you would not prefer the nameless, faceless cleric who came in to deal with the issue in the alley?
Oh, is this going to be one of those kind of conversations? How boring, how boring. Well, if you're not going to introduce yourselves, perhaps you should allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ramoska Arkminos, and he gives a flourish and a bow. Pardon my surroundings. I don't normally find myself in such drivel establishments, but, well, the children must be fed, after all. You caught me at an off time.
Did I? Should I apologize?
No, not at all, not at all. I do rather like surprises, most of the time.
I must ask, what brought you in here and to such, as you say, interesting establishment? Did you catch the tide of the plague, perhaps?
Come now, cleric. You must know by now that I can't catch plagues. No, I'm here to try and keep my children from misbehaving themselves too badly. I'm guessing you didn't find this place by accident. Most people who come across an alleyway of corpses don't just have conversations through walls.
Well, you said it yourself, you enjoy surprises.
I do, I so do.
Yes, I'm afraid I was sent to at least look at the alleyway, and if not, clean it up.
Right. Well, this does pose a bit of a awkward situation, doesn't it? The honest truth is, you all have been, well, rather annoying. But, and he's like looking at all of you and catching each of your eyes in turn, his red eyes. And you notice he stops, looking at Shala, and he folds his arms, and then puts a hand up to his chin, and he goes, I'm sorry. Are you by chance a Valentine? Or Valentine? Shala, her eyes widen. You are. You're one of those marvelous little bards. Oh, how delightful. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed now. I find me in a place like this. Have you heard her family? And he looks to the others. I once was the subject of one of their private performances. And when he says that, Shala's eyes just widen. She goes, You lie. Oh, please, sweetheart. I do many things, but lying is not one of them. Anyway, I suppose I forget myself. What is the next step? Are we to continue this delightful little conversation? I'll be honest with you. I don't seek to fight. It's so time-consuming. None of you are strong enough to kill me, so tell me, what is it you intend to do?
What I came here to do, which was clean up the alleyway.
And me? Am I to just go upon my merry little way, being all vampire and all? What of my children? They have been misbehaving themselves somewhat badly. Tell you what, how about a deal? I don't murder all of you, because you've been rather entertaining, and I would so hate to kill a Valentine. You let me leave, and clean up the little mess. I suppose including the children. They are becoming a bit more of a hassle anyway.
Murray sits back on her heels and says, "You don't suppose I could persuade you to go elsewhere? Or as
Elsewhere.
close as the most entertaining place you could possibly be."
Ah, well. Ha. See, I have some business here that I'm currently attending to. As soon as I'm done, I'll be more than happy to leave this dreadful place, but I'm afraid I must stick around. But I'll leave here. And he points to the room around him. And you'll leave alive.
Do you happen to recognize the name Lamb?
I'm sorry, the what?
The name Lamb.
Lamb. Oh. Maybe.
Is that your business here?
Business with Lamb. No. No.
Murray shrugs and sort of pointedly turns around and looks at Rhea. Well? Oh, I guess I should roll like an insight check.
Sure. Yeah, by all means. Anyone who wants to.
Yeah, that's a vampire.
Rhea, as you... never mind. You were looking at Murray with a shocked look. Let's see. 24, 11, 16. Murray, Freya. Aras, he's hard to read. He's hard to read.
I think he's being honest, yeah.
Well, he's just hard to read. Amelia, good lord. Amelia, Freya, and Murray. This man exudes confidence, not arrogance. You get the feeling that this isn't arrogance, this is confidence. But you also get the feeling that he's telling the truth. And Rhea, you're standing next to Shala. She is close to hyperventilating, and she looks at you and she whispers under her breath, "We cannot defeat him. We cannot. We cannot."
Rhea will just look at her and back at the vampire whose name I've already forgotten, and then back at Shala and just sort of nod.
Murray will take that as agreement and say, "Very well. If you require help clearing up your mess or your..." She visibly chokes out the word children with like as much, it is dripping with disdain. Do let us know.
Actually, if you would be so kind. They're in there. And he points to the wall behind him. Do be careful. I would hate to let you live just to have you die. But you would be doing me quite the favor. Oh, and yourselves, of course. I mean, I assume you care about the lives of everyone around you.
Why is this something you cannot do yourself?
I could. But I've just got so much to do. And you're already here. And to be quite honest with you, I'm kind of a take it or leave it. Let them do their thing, clean it up. I really have trouble deciding. But you're a more lot. Why not just let you do it for me? And you get to go to bed at the end of the day knowing that you made the world a better place. Win-win, I say. Wait, I'm sorry. Would Murray have heard Shala?
Yes.
Uh,
She's standing like She's standing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
maybe 5 feet away.
Shala would have said this so that everyone could have heard her.
Moiri shrugs. Very well.
Oh, delightful. Well,
And I suppose you will be on your way.
yes, I will. What a pleasant conversation. If it's any consolation, and he kind of like kicks the body underneath him, this pathetic excuse of a man deserves exactly what he got. Despite, not even considering the evil, vile things he's done in life, just look around you. This man actually called this art. That alone deserved his death. There is a lockbox under there, and he points to one of the cabinets. It's all yours. I really have no need for such things. So, I do hope we see each other again. And, he looks at Shala, give your family my best. I'm afraid I will try very hard not to see you again. Ta-ta.
I
How
think
many?
that's for the best.
I'm
4.
sorry. 4. Yeah. Rhea, you know there's 4 other things in that room back there. And
Lovely.
he will start to turn translucent. And as a few seconds tick by, 20 seconds, his form turns to mist and retreats through the cracks in the ceiling.
Moiri will make her way over to the door.
Do you have Sanctuary cast yet?
I have Shield of Faith.
Nice.
My AC is now a 21.
Not
there
good
are 4
enough.
beyond. Be careful.
Shall we roll initiative?
Yes. However, there will be a surprise round on your end, obviously. Give me a second here. As I get Jolistina off the turn order. That would be nice.
Yes, please do. She's not here.
She's
better not
not
be
here. Oh, whoops. I just hurt Amelia by 40. I'm sorry.
Well, thanks.
That's not what I was trying to do. Amelia, you feel gut-wrenching pain for some reason.
Oh no.
Oh, they got me.
There we go. Okay. So everyone's rolled initiative?
No.
Not yet.
Please do.
Oh, there it is. I keep losing where it is.
Yeah, it
I
seems like
did.
it keeps
I rolled
changing.
crap.
Oh man.
All right.
How do you have nothing to your initiative? Rhea.
Because I have a low dex.
Oof. All right.
Yikes. But hey, it means that she can wear heavy armor without any penalty.
That's true.
All right. So, here's what's going to happen. When you choose to open that door, you will each get a surprise round, which is you can do 1 action or movement. And then we will follow initiative order. Make sense?
Okay.
Excellent.
So,
Yes.
who goes first? Ross?
Yes, but I would hold my action until you open the door.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay. Because Moiri's going to open this door and immediately cast Destroy Undead.
And then after you do that, I will shoot anything left standing if I can
So
see it.
it's the turn undead cleric feature, but if they fail it really bad, they just die.
Correct.
Well, it's if they have like a challenge rating 1/2 or lower. I don't think with these they're gonna die.
I don't think that's the case with these.
Well, they're at
Yeah.
least if they fail, they'll
They
at
will
least
run away. That's
get away.
Oh,
that's
but-
for sure.
Yeah, and the frightened condition gives advantage, so that's still good.
All right. Let me know when you want to open the door.
And 3. Where he says very quietly, 3, 2, 1, and throws open the door.
All right, give me a second here. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Ta-da! So, Aras, you are first. You held your action until she opened the door. Murray, that won't count as your action. We'll say that's not your surprise round. Fair enough?
Oh, opening the door?
Yeah, I'm not going to screw you over and be like, that was your surprise round.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So, Aras.
Angle.
Yeah, I mean, he's right up against the wall, but you have sharpshooter. I'll allow it.
Or
I will allow it.
spawn too. Okay.
Nah, I'll allow it.
Okay. I already rolled a 25.
Did you need to target him?
I know. How do I target again?
Control. Click. But that's definitely a hit. So target him and roll again and just try and hit him again.
I'm holding control and clicking.
On him?
Yeah.
That's weird. Let me see if there's a reason why that wouldn't work. Try it. Try it now.
Yeah, I'm still doing it. I mean,
Alright, just roll the damage. I'll throw it on there. It's definitely a hit.
That's funny, because I just tried to target that one too, and it's still saying I'm targeting Shala. Are you sure it's control click?
Yep. Pretty sure. Yeah. You have to click
Yeah,
yourself
I'm
first.
still-
ah, damn it.
That's why.
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, it's still saying I'm targeting Shala.
Well, you have to unclick
You have
Shala.
to-
You have to click on Shala again. You can target more than one person.
Okay.
So, there you go.
And then, oh, damage. There we go. Sorry.
No,
I
that's
did
fine.
the damage wrong.
22
22.
damage to vampire spawn number 1. Nice.
It's a solid hit.
Yeah, it is. You hear like a thoop, and the vampire actually you would hear, oh, I don't have a silenced gun. Ross,
Yeah, it's magically silent, so you wouldn't hear anything.
I don't have a silenced
Except maybe
gun.
him going, ugh.
Replace it with a dragon roar. Close
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
But it's silent.
That's not
so
right. What do you mean
it
a dragon
makes no
war?
sound.
But
I mean,
you
in
do
some
hear.
worlds, that's the same.
You do hear.
Oh,
Let me maybe get that a little quieter. As you hit her or hit the vampire spawn and do really good damage. Amelia, that is Aras, that's your turn. Shala's turn.
Okay,
I
so
love fight music.
Yeah.
You turn it down just a hair.
I'm doing that.
Yeah.
am I able to target the spawn one from where Shala is, or do I need to...
No, Aras would be the only one that had any sort of angle on her. Well, Aras and Muri.
Oh, did they have to roll for the turn undead?
They've roll for the what? Oh, turn undead. You haven't gone yet.
Uh-huh.
You haven't gone yet, Muri. Your turn's after Shala.
Oh god, I'm sorry. I didn't
That's
see
fine.
her roll.
That's more than fine.
If I move her down near Muiri, will she?
Yeah, you'll see some. You might not. You would have one would have. Yeah, you'd have a line of sight. They'd have partial cover, but you could definitely see the others as well. 2 and 4.
Alright, we'll just target 4 then.
Okay. So
And
you click on
then-
Shala and then control click on 4.
Yep, I've got that.
Oh, it's not working, is it? Why is that not working? Weird. Anyway, DC 15. I have to go see what this guy's DC is now. Why is it all of a sudden not DC Wisdom save, right?
I think it's wisdom for dissonant whispers.
Alright, saving 3. Alright, I'm just gonna have to roll a d20 and add 3 for right now. No, that does not succeed. So it's gonna do 4, it's gonna take 12 damage. I don't know why they're not targetable right now. But we'll figure that out later. Alright,
I think it's supposed to consume its reaction that it doesn't have because it's surprised.
right.
Yeah.
And it tries to walk
okay.
away, but I mean, it's already as far as it can get.
Yeah.
Alright, and then she'll give inspiration to Freya.
Ooh, nice.
Oh.
Alright.
Getting the buffs around.
Muri, your turn. See if you can target them. Is it not letting you? Oh, you know what?
Yeah, I mean, I get the little like distance meter where it's like this is how far away you are,
Yeah.
but I can't. I'm still targeting Shala, and I have unflicked her.
Have you like tried control clicking? Because I see it changing for you that you're targeting Vampire 1.
Shows like an arrow.
Yeah.
If I'm targeting her, and there's not one there.
Mhm.
That's weird. And it's not actually showing that you're targeting or untargeting anyone. You can show the arrow. Ah, that makes things so annoying. All right, we'll just look. I'll fix this later. Let's just do it manually for now. So I don't want to drag everything to a standstill. Not sure
that's
why it's not
weird.
working, but we can figure that out later. All right, you're trying to do turn undead, right?
Yep.
What's the DC? It's Wisdom, I
fuck.
believe.
It is a wisdom DC against her spell DC, I believe.
Right.
So yeah.
And your spell DC is 8 plus your proficiency plus your wisdom modifier, which is 4 plus 3, so 7 plus 8 is 15. So your DC would be 15. So
Yeah.
add 3 to each of these. This is 1. I'm just going to go like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So 1 makes it. 2 makes it. 3 fails. And 4 makes it. So 3, which is...
Christ.
The
I'm happy
Farthest-
they didn't have those rolls to attack us though.
further up right one is running away from you. Actually, he'll gonna run. Well, he can't do anything yet, but the others 3 succeed, 1 fails. He does not burn to the ash.
Okay, and then as a reaction,
You only get on a surprise round. You only get an action or a quick action or a bonus action.
Oh, sorry, not reaction. It's a bonus action.
Well, no, I'm saying you can only do one thing, an action or a bonus action in the surprise round.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. All right. Freya, your turn.
So I should ask, because I was gonna do this anyway. If I were to cast haste, would she still be able to take the 2 actions instead of just 1?
No, not in a surprise round.
Okay. Well. Looking over to Rhea, she's gonna stab these things, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I like to hear. Now I hope, because it's my targeting thing's working fine, except it's not letting me target Rhea, but I can target Vamp.
Okay, that's strange, but it's good.
Uh,
So,
Regardless, I'm casting haste on Rhea.
gotcha. Rhea, you have haste now. So here's the thing. For balance reasons, a surprise round is only supposed to be 1 action, but logically, if Rhea is hasted, yes, I would give you 2 actions, or I would give you your hasted action. But here's the problem. In a surprise round, you can either do an action... Well, never mind. I haven't been doing that this whole time, so never mind. Rhea, all yours. No, wait.
No,
Amelia,
wait.
all yours.
Make up your mind.
I
Jeez.
will one day.
Maybe.
Somehow.
But today is not that day.
Says Aragon.
I'm so glad you got the joke.
Hmm.
Okay, so Amelia's going to... Would she be able to do a thing, like, at, fucking...
Ooh, a thing.
A thing!
Acid splash.
How do you do the cursor bit? Or the
The
pointer arrow?
The pointer, right click. You'll see pointers top left. Click on it, click the type of pointer you want.
Okay. Oh, shit, no. So, over here. Would I be able to see over there?
Yes, you would.
Past Mori? Okay. I would like to cast Shatter over there.
Okay. See if you can target it. Control click on it.
Not doing anything.
Well,
If
okay.
I right click, nothing pops up.
It's
for
not right
any
click.
of those
It's
tokens.
it's.
Yeah, I know,
yeah.
but like usually, like right click and something will pop up, but it's just there's nothing on the wheel.
Weird. Well, no, that's happening for me too. I don't know. Let's just go. Let's go. Let's
Okay.
do this. Let's death.
Okay, so the
That's 11
the
and half if they
Constitution
save, right?
save.
On
Yes.
number 3, Constitution save, eh?
Shatter's AOE would hit all of them in this case.
Yeah,
10
I was
foot
thinking.
radius.
Yeah,
Yeah. So all.
it's a 10-foot radius.
And
So
that's-
where are
I'm
you
pretty sure should
centering
be a
it?
DC 15.
I centered it around the one that I was pointing at. So
So 1, 2. It would not get
this one.
number 1, but it would get everyone else. It wouldn't get the
Well,
one next to Murray,
also-
but it would get the rest of them.
It is a 10-foot radius. If all the tiles are 5 feet, it should hit all of them.
Not yet. Yeah, but no, but diagonal tiles count. Well, I guess in this instance it wouldn't count. So yeah,
Did your
sure,
wife just
that'll-
come in and ask if you got the fly?
Uh-huh. Logan almost
yeah,
got
the
it.
tiles are weird, but
Yeah, that's fine. So it'll catch all of them. I am perfectly fine with that. That should be a DC of 15, right?
it should be.
Intelligence,
Yeah, I don't know
proficiency,
why
and 8.
it's...
That's fine. So, and it's a Constitution, eh? Con is... Do they have any bonuses? No, they don't. So it's just a +3. All right. So add 3 to these. That's 16. So 1 makes it. 2 does not. 3 does not. 4 definitely does not. So
Ha.
1 takes half damage. The rest take what? 11.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
It's hang on, it's like 3d8, I think.
Huh?
The-
You already
the
rolled. You already
difference when
rolled
you put it
11.
in chat.
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
Or wait.
No,
Oh.
I
Is
didn't.
Is that 11 putting the DC or the damage? I think that's the DC.
Yeah, that
Oh,
put
okay.
up
Never
the
mind. Roll
damage.
3d8 then.
10.
Okay.
Can we go with the 11?
Nope. No, you
Okay.
cannot.
God.
All right, but that's 10 damage to 2, 4, and 3.
Well, it's still good though.
Yeah.
I mean, you overall did 35 damage with 1 attack.
And
Yeah.
5 damage to number 1. So, yeah. All right.
I have a feeling I will not get the opportunity to throw a fireball in their next turn.
Rhea, your turn.
Okay. Will Muiri let me pass?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
We will step out of the way for you.
So, am I doing a haste thingy or not?
Yeah,
a
you get
haste?
2 actions.
Awesome. So I can attack 4 times.
No,
I-
no. 1 attack extra. So it's 1. So basically, it's 2
Okay,
attacks
so
total.
3 times.
Yes,
My attack
yes,
action is
yes,
2
yes.
attacks.
So 3 attacks.
The haste, if the haste action you get from it only lets you perform one melee attack.
Right, but
if
she
you
normally
take an
gets
attack
2
action.
attacks per action. So
Right,
one
right.
action.
So 3 total.
3 total, right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's on who? On number 1?
On number 1, yeah.
Okay, give me a second here. That is a hit. That's a miss. And wait, what's the... Okay, so the first one's a hit, second one's a miss. Oh, it's a natural 1 miss. That's fine. We're not doing fumbles right now, so just a miss.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. I need to get fumbles later, and that's also a miss. But do damage for the 1. Oh, max damage. So 14 damage to number 1.
And I'm smiting.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, so I need to figure out what that does really quick.
I believe it's 1d8 per spell level. However, I think it's extra because they're undead.
Well, I think the initial use is 2d8 plus an
yeah,
extra d8 if they're undead, and
Yeah,
then
you're right.
every extra spell level's another d8 up to
Okay,
5d8.
so it's 3d8 then.
Correct.
If you're using a first level, correct.
This d8 is not cooperating with me.
Shake its hand and compliment
do
its
it.
hairstyle.
There we go.
All right, so 25 damage total to vampire number 1. That's a lot of damage, said the guy from Flex Tape.
That's what I was thinking.
All right, yeah, he's not looking so hot. He is taking quite a bit of damage. All right, give me 1 second. All right, Rhea, that's your turn. We are back up to Aras. And this is a full action now. Or full turn. Aras?
Yep, I'm gonna reload and then shoot again at number 1.
That
15.
is just enough to hit. Yeah. Do damage, please. All right, 16 more
16.
damage. So... Okay, yeah, this thing does not look good. It is very upset. See? Very upset. All right, so that was your bonus action, your action. Are you moving?
No, I'm good where I am.
Yeah. You're not going to get up really close or anything?
I mean, I think I can see almost all of them.
All right,
Through
Shala,
other people, but
your turn.
Okay, so Shaw is gonna go ahead and cast Hypnotic Pattern over here.
Does Hypnotic Pattern affect undead?
I don't think it specifies.
Yeah, I don't see a specification.
Hang on, let me check. Because it might need
actually,
to... Because usually undead are immune to mind-affecting spells.
well,
Well,
I
unless
think what
they
it
are a
says
certain
is
type of
it
undead.
affects a creature. Yeah, it says
No, but right. Sorry. So
creature
I'm
infested.
having to look at actual vampire traits.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was gonna suggest.
Give me a second here, because with your intelligence checks, you would know this. So give me a second here. Does not say that it's immune to mind-affecting spells. So, oh wait, hang on. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, no, it doesn't say it's immune to mind-affecting spells. So go ahead, have at it.
Okay. So they just have to make a DC 15 Wisdom save.
Gotcha. Which ones? All?
Yeah, all of them within a 30-foot cube.
Gotcha. All right, so add 3 to each of these. So 1, no, failed. 2 failed. 3 succeeded. 3 succeeded at everything. 4 failed. All right, so they all failed. Except for 3. All right, so they stop hissing at you and start staring droolingly at the sky. All right. Shala's turn. Any other actions? Bonus action? Movement?
And then just who's up next? I guess inspiration to move.
All right. Inspiration to Murray. Gotcha. Murray, speaking of, your turn.
Hey. First we'll cast Sacred Flame. I'm not at Shala. for
Yeah,
fuck's sake.
Shala burns. Yeah, 23 is enough to hit. I'll take the damage off of Shala.
How?
Well, the Sacred
think
Flame's not a roll to hit.
No,
That's
I know
a
it
save.
was an auto deck save.
Yeah, but I mean Shala failed the dex save.
Right.
It should be a dex save versus 15, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But their dex is actually okay. Their dex is a +6, so add 6 to these. Yep, that's a save. And unfortunately, Sacred Flame
Able
is
to save against that while incapacitated? I do not remember.
oh, gosh darn it. Let me look at Shala's spell real quick. I think you're right.
Well, I know it applies the incapacitated condition. I just don't remember if that makes them fail those. All it says is they cannot take actions or reactions. So no, he's still fast. Despite not being able to move.
The
Right.
spell just ends if they take damage.
So here's the
Right.
thing. I'm gonna say even if the spell doesn't mention it, it doesn't make any sense that they could just dodge that. They're hypnotized, right? So Miri, no, I'm gonna say it's an automatic fail. Which one was it?
Closest one. And fucking I don't
1. Gotcha.
know if it's just 1d6 or not. I don't think it is.
It would be 2d6 because
damage?
you're level 5.
Well, I think Sacred Flames.
I'm sorry, it's 2d8. Yeah, it's 2d8. So roll one more
Okay,
d8
so-
for me.
Yeah.
All right, so
So 15.
15 total. All right. Oh, hello. Yeah, that vampire does not look good at all. All right, let me take the damage off of Charlotte real quick. Okay, that's Murray's turn. Vampires.
Well, I have
Oh. Say spiritual weapon.
cast.
Yes. Where would you like to send that?
We'll send it over to number 3.
All right.
And let me cast. Hold on. At Shala. I can't untarget her. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. That was a natural 20, wasn't it? No, that was 17 plus 3. So 20, it's definitely a hit.
And then
Go ahead and roll damage. And this is
Is
for
it
number
only-
1 again?
this is towards number 3.
Number 3, gotcha.
Is it only 1d8 of force damage?
It's
Because
that
you
plus your
cast.
spellcasting
Yeah,
modifier.
I'm assuming you cast it at the lowest level possible because you didn't denote otherwise, so it would be 1d8. If you cast it at a higher level, it'd be 2d8, 3d8, etc.
Okay.
All right,
Does
so
Spiritual weapon scale?
Yep.
I
if you
thought it
cast it at
didn't.
higher levels, no, it most certainly does.
Yeah, it does. Okay, you're right.
All right, so all right, vampire.
But
number
it's for
3.
every 2 slots, not 1 slot. That's
point.
expensive. Yeah.
Well, it's expensive, but it's also every round. So.
I agree. Yeah.
All right. So, vampire number 3's turn. You see Miri as even as you do damage to it, it looks as if it is healing itself, and it runs up to Rhea with a shout.
I'm going to expend a usage of Portent to make its first roll a 7.
Okay. Gotcha. I'm gonna go ahead and roll it anyway. So it's gonna do its claws. Hello, claws. Yeah, good thing you made that a 7.
I'm happy that I made it roll a 7, yeah.
And it is going to make its next attack as well as a claw at Rhea. And that's a 20.
That misses.
20 misses, eh?
Yeah, I cast what is it? Shield of Faith earlier.
Yes, you did. So your AC is what,
and
21?
plus 2 AC from haste.
Yeah,
She
it's
has an AC
21
of
right now.
23 right now.
No, 21. Wait, plus
Well,
2 AC from what?
Haste also gives plus 2 AC.
Yes, that's right. So you have a 23 AC.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a miss. Number 3 misses you. Freya, your turn.
Freya's pretty cocky about running in there, but only because she knows she could find a wood object and insta-kill one of them. There's a lot of people at the door, though. I don't think she could get in the room.
It's tricky. They could let you past, certainly.
I just don't think she's the movement, though, because what I would want to do is run up to one of the incapacitated vampires.
Also,
yeah.
Amelia, you need to choose a square. Now that I'm looking at that. Thank you. Yeah, you wouldn't have the movement to get past them.
Yeah, and I don't exactly want to hit my allies.
You could run in terror. I'm laying out options.
Yeah. Okay. I think what I'll do is I'll try to angle myself appropriately to. Let me see if I can manage this to hit all of them with.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say this though. You can cast this one, but from this point forward, there are way too many people in between you and them, as well as you, Ross. You guys are gonna have to clear that doorway if you want to start hitting people again. Because I mean, I gotta think about this. Rhea, Muri, Amelia, all between you and them, I don't think you're gonna have a good shot.
Well, if it helps, I'm not using a roll to hit spell.
Right. That's totally fine. I'm saying like starting at the next turn.
Okay. Yeah.
Plus, a roll to hit spell wouldn't really make a difference anyway. I mean, a non-roll to hit spell.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what you doing?
So I'm gonna use magic missile. I'm going to fire. I'm gonna fire all 3 darts at Vampire Spawn 1 and try to take it out.
Gotcha. Roll that damage. He does not have the shield spell.
That's not. I accidentally cast Mage Armor on it. It's the wrong one.
He's harder to hit now.
That's not what I meant to do. So that's the first one.
That's 2 damage. That's 2 damage.
The other 2.
That's 3 damage. So 6, 7 damage total. Right?
That's a bad magic missile.
7 damage total. You kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That it had 6 points left.
Oh, so I couldn't have failed that. That's nice. That's the end of my turn, though.
All right. Perfect. All right, so that's Freya's turn. Amelia, your turn.
I keep forgetting that the ding is supposed to pop up. Okay. Okay. So let's see what we can do. Quick question. We established previously that Amelia can cast spells through Annika, correct?
Yes. She's like a familiar. But she has to like appear to do so.
Mm-hmm. Would that take like the full turn for her to appear?
I believe summoning your familiar is like a quick action. So no, I think you could.
Well,
I actually have to look that up.
Would you have to cast the spell, or is she like constantly here on this
It's
plane?
like a familiar. It's like a familiar. She's currently in her pocket dimension, quote unquote.
Yeah, I want to say in the spell description, it actually specifies how long it would take from pulling it out of the pocket dimension.
I agree. I think it does too. Give me 1 second. Because I think that it does it for a reason, so you can't just pop it out and pop it in somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm thinking that it's an action to do that. Let me see. As an action, you can temporarily dismiss it to a pocket dimension.
Or
You
call
can
it back.
recall your familiar from said pocket dimension as an action as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Amelia, you would have to use your action this turn to summon Annika. And it would have to be within 30 feet of you. I say it. She would have to be within 30 feet of you.
Wow, rude.
I'm sorry.
She has a name, you know. God.
She did.
I
Wow.
mean, yeah, but
Wow.
like, it's still rude. Okay, I don't know. I'll just throw shatter at them again, I guess. Actually,
Screw it,
no.
Throw shatter.
Uh, hang on. Let me check something really quick. Let's say saving throw. Okay, so if I threw fireball, would anyone else be in the way, or could I just throw
Depends
that?
on
in
where you
here?
throw it. It has a
Okay.
20-foot radius. I think, yeah, other people are going to be in the way, even at the corner. Let me see here. 5, 10. Yep. Bria's going to get hit no matter where you throw it.
Yeah, if it's in
damn
that room, there's no way.
Do
That's
it,
why
you
I
coward.
didn't think I could. Well,
Well, what about like in the very corner?
Nope, it would still hit her. I just counted.
Boo.
Kill me, kill me.
oh, jeez.
I mean, you've got shit decks, so let's maybe not. Okay, yeah, let's
It'll
just,
be
just-
fine.
But
The
you
next
could still use
character's
shatter
going
and hit
to...
all three of them without hitting her.
Say again?
You could hit all three of them with shatter
Yeah.
and not hit Rhea.
Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
let's do it.
All right, Shatter is a con save of 15 or higher, yes? All right, so one's dead, so we only have 2, 3, and 4 left, and add 3 to this roll 20. So this is 2, fails, 3, fails, 4, fails. They all fail.
Yay!
Roll that damage. Nice.
17.
17. Okay. Is that... I gotta figure out how to do math. I don't know math good.
You can do it.
I'm not
I believe
the
in
best.
you.
Okay, all right, we're good.
I'm starting to think that with how easy this fight's going, we could have taken on that other vampire. It just would have been hard. Probably could have. That's okay.
You're welcome to have your thoughts and suppositions.
I will explode the roof. No.
All right, is that it
I
for...
mean, don't think I wasn't tempted to throw a fireball at him mid-sentence because he was obnoxious.
Yeah. No, I kind of wanted to just say, I'm going to shoot him now, but I didn't feel like being that person.
I thought he was fabulous. Amelia, is that your turn?
Okay. Action to move the fuck out of the way, I guess.
Gotcha. All right. Vampire spawn number dose is going to... Give me a second here. Yeah. It's going to run up to here and attack Rhea with the claw. The claw! Gotta double click that. 17's not a hit, so it's going to attack with the claw again. And that's a natural 1. Well, that was Vampire Spawn 1's turn, or 2's turn. Rhea, your turn.
Okay. So, 3 attacks again, right?
Correct.
Awesome. On... I think that's 3. Yeah,
Okay.
on spawn 3.
All right. That is a hit. That is a hit. That's a critical hit, actually. And another critical hit. Holy crap. Alright, so 2 critical hits in a row. So go ahead and do the normal damage first. And you cast Magical Weapon, did you not?
Yes.
Alright. So...
It rolled the crit damage for me.
Okay. That's fine. Are you going to be using Smite at all?
Once. Wait. Yes, once.
Okay. So I would assume you want to attach that to a crit, right?
Yeah, boy.
Because you're going to double that. So it's 6d8.
Okay. One moment, please.
Sure, sure. So 28, 38, 45 points of damage on the first attack to, well, that's technically the second attack. Hang on. All right. Roll me the first one, the non-crit damage. That is 11 damage. Okay. And roll me the final one. Not dead yet. Well. Okay then. It's dead now.
That was a lot of damage.
That was a lot of... That was 2 crits in a row. And a smite on top of that. To the undead. Okay. Anything else for your turn?
And now I'm gonna move up just a square.
Gotcha. Alright. Vampire spawn number 4. Ooh. Yeah. Let me see. What is the... Oh. That's average. Alright. Spawn number 4 has been watching what's been going on. It knows it cannot hit. No one's been able to hit Rhea so far. It's going to take an attack of... well, technically it's not an attack of opportunity because it'll go here and go there. And it's going to attack Muri. Muri, this is a claw attack. It tries to swipe a claw at you. 23?
Yep.
Alright, it does no damage. Instead, what it does is it grabs you. And then, with the second attack, it makes a bite attack. 16?
Nope.
Nope. So its teeth slide off your scale mail. But it does have you grappled.
Okay.
Alright. That is its turn. Aras.
So, would this be like close enough to hit vampire number 4?
I
mean, other.
Yeah, because of your sharpshooting feat. She's grappled. It's grappled with Muri, but still, you're a sharpshooter, so yes.
Okay. I'm going to shoot my first... Oh, nope. And I think that misses.
Yes, that misses.
Okay, but I'm going to shoot my second barrel.
Gotcha. That's
Oh,
also a
and
miss.
that missed as well.
You're
Dang.
being really careful because you don't want to hit Muri or Rhea, and it's just not enough to hit him.
Alright, so I missed twice.
Alright. That is Aras's turn. Shala.
Sorry, one sec, her sheet's not coming up.
Yeah, sure, no, it's fine.
Okay, so she's gonna go ahead and cast purple flame blade.
Ooh. She does not use that very often. She draws out her rapier, which has the bowstring on the back of it, and purple flame runs up the blade. Roll to attack.
And then let me make sure I'm selected as Shala and not.
Right, not Rhea. That is not enough to hit, I'm afraid. Is that?
Why
Wouldn't
is
that
that a
use her?
+2?
Yeah, wouldn't that use her dex? It's a rapier, so it should use her dex.
It would use.
I have no idea.
That's
So
fine. What's
I
her
just
dex?
clicked on the spell.
What's her dex?
Her dex is +2.
Oh, well then, yeah, that makes sense. No, wait, but
Well,
it
but
should
it would
also
also
be
have
plus
proficiency.
proficiency.
So that should have landed.
Yes, it definitely should have. All right, so that lands. Go ahead and do damage, please. I'm gonna have to clean up Fantasy Grounds this week. So that is 4 plus 6, 1d8 plus 2. Yeah, okay, so that's 10 damage. However, that part of it, and that's before the fire, and it's 4 fire, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't that fire jump? Well, it's not within 5 feet of her. All right. The fire hurts it. You notice the blade doesn't seem to do as much damage as you would normally think it would.
It doesn't have to be within 5 feet of Shala. It has to be within 5 feet of what she hits.
If
But,
that's the case, then that would do another.
Oops. Ignore that. My bad.
Yeah. How much does Purple Flame Blade do to the other target?
Well,
I think it's...
Because it's higher level, because it's a cantrip that
It's
scales,
1d8, I thought.
the other target would take 1d8 plus the charisma modifier.
So,
So
plus charisma.
1d8 plus 4 fire damage.
Got it.
Yeah,
So-
because flat out, it does the charisma modifier only, and as it scales up, it's plus
Right,
1d8
right.
per jump.
So, Shala, it's a good thing you rolled that d8. So that's going to be 8 plus 4. So 12 to the so you do a total of 7 damage to the first one and 12 damage to the second one.
I believe also, as it scales up, the first target also takes an additional d8 of fire damage.
I actually don't think so. You might want to check on that, though.
Well, I will look. Because it is not like I play melee characters a lot, but I am used to seeing people use it.
12, so that's...
Flame Blade, that's a spell. Wait, that's not what I'm trying to look up. Green Flame Blade.
Alright, in any case, let me know,
Melee attack.
and I'll adjust it. But Murray, it's your turn.
Okay. So what do I have to do? So do I need to make a strength check to get out of this sweat grapple?
Yes, it would be a strength or dexterity check.
I think my strength is higher.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so then, sorry, Shala, roll me, or Rhea, roll me one more d8, please.
Okay.
All right, so then that is actually 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Gotcha. All right, sorry. Go ahead, Murray. That is against its strength check. So add a 3 to this. Nope, where you do not break free.
Yay. Is that? I guess that's my action.
Yes, that
It
would be
is,
your
yeah.
action.
Okay. Well, let me attack with
Absolutely. The bonus weapon.
the
Yep.
thing. I'm going to be. I'm not at Shala.
That's a miss, I'm afraid. That is a miss, so does not hit.
I don't know why I can't untarget her.
I know this whole fight is a bit wonky right now. I'll ensure future fights are not quite this weird. Anything else, Murray? Well, you can't really move, so that would be it. Freya! your
That's
turn.
it.
That's not what I meant to do. I don't think a weakling like Freya can do a whole lot to help Moiri aside from shooting it to death.
Right.
Well, I'm going to use Mind Spike on the vampire grappling Moiri, so it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw against my DC.
Gotcha. That is enough.
It passes, so it'll take half this damage.
Alright, so that is 9 damage to number 4. Okay. Alright. It definitely looks hurt.
That's the end of my turn.
Oh, you know what? I should have on the this whole time I have not had the turn tracker up on the what everyone watches. All right, that's your turn. It is Amelia's turn.
Oh boy. So
Acid splash.
you don't have to call me out like that,
Do
okay?
it. Do it.
I mean, it's a good time to use it, but yeah.
Fucking fine. Goddamn.
Yay!
Dex save.
Dex saves. Dex saves. Dex saves. What are their dex saves? Oh. Yeah, add 6 to these. Nope, that's a fail.
What?
And
You said add 3.
No, it's 3 to
Previously.
wisdom and con, 6 to dex. But
They
one of
haven't
them
had
still
to make a
failed. The
dex,
first
I
one,
don't
number 2 failed it, so he actually takes damage.
Did you roll 2 of them?
Yeah, I
or-
did. One of them rolled off the thing, but it rolled an 18, so
Oh.
here. Well, okay. I tried to move it. Yeah, it rolled off my. It's sitting on Freya's token at the top left for some reason. I can't see Freya now. It's all the way up there. But yeah, that one did save.
That's fine.
One of them
Well,
did not.
fine. Okay.
So roll damage
Good.
for the one that did not save. 2 damage.
Boo.
All right.
And it'll be 1 additional because it's level 5. So
Oh yeah.
extra
One more
D6.
d6.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So 4 damage. It's nothing to sneeze at. So that is okay. I almost said how many hit points it taken. All right. Perfect. Anything else, Amelia?
No, that's it.
Okay. Vampire spawn number 2. These guys are getting scared and desperate, and they can't run anywhere because it's bright outside. Vampire number 2 is actually going to take an attack of opportunity from Rhea as it quickly climbs up the wall to the ceiling up above its friend and or up near its friend and attacks down at Muri. So it's like on the wall up above you, Muri, attacking down at you. But I would say that would probably move it. I mean, according to the map, it wouldn't. But Rhea, I can't imagine this wouldn't give you an attack of opportunity.
Alright.
Not one that
Nope.
is. All right.
Would I also get
Inspiration
like
on
an
that?
attack of opportunity with my spiritual weapon?
No, spiritual weapon doesn't get
Not
attacks of
with
spiritual
opportunity.
weapon.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
You can't use. You can use inspiration to add to hits. Yeah. But yeah, you could do that. You'd have to roll a natural 6. That's a d20.
Whoops. Alright, we need.
No,
what
no,
are
we
we
can
using?
add 14 to that.
No, we can't.
My bad. It's a D.
Shala
still, or is it a
really
D8 now?
inspires
It's a
you. I know
D8
you
as of
like
now.
Shala, but come on.
Right? I'm pretty sure because we're level 6, right?
Hmm?
So it should be a D8.
It's a d8. Yes,
Yeah.
that's enough.
Wow.
You hit it.
Nice.
For 13 damage. Okay. So spawn number 2 takes. Okay. By the way, I should point out, it looks like, again, they are continuously healing. Muri, it's going to make 2 attacks at you. First, it's going to attack you with its claw. That's a miss, and then it's going to try and bite you. That's a miss. Muri, your shield and your armor is protecting you. And it's now kind of on top of the wall, so it's like a 2-headed vampire spawn right now.
Coming right at me. I'm
Rhea!
just thrilled about it.
Your turn. Who are you attacking?
Number 4.
That would
The one
actually
that
be
has
at
the-
advantage. Because you're flanking.
Can you profit from flanking when the other person's being grappled?
Oh.
I don't think you can, right? I'm pretty
No.
sure they have to be able to hit
Yeah,
the creature
yeah.
to get
Well,
flanking.
no, they can still hit the creature, so yes, absolutely. Muri can
Well-
still attack. She just
No,
can't
not while
move.
grappled.
Yeah, you can. When you're grappled, you can attack as normal. You just can't move.
Wait, let me see.
She can headbutt.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
you're right.
grappling's weaker than you would think in 5th edition. But you'd still have... Go ahead and roll an advantage. You might get a nat 20. Well, no.
Maybe.
17 is still enough to hit, though. So 8 damage. And then 2 more attacks. I believe.
That wasn't 8 damage. That was the advantage thing.
Oh. Never mind. Please roll damage.
That's your damage.
9 damage. That's still 1 better. All right. Got you. Okay. Next attack is what? How is that green? Well, whatever. Yes, it's a hit.
It's advantage.
I
it's
think
I
that
see.
just
14.
means that's my better hit.
I
Yeah.
see. Yeah. That is another 7 damage. All right. And last attack is a hit.
Noise.
Nice. 13 damage.
Critting
13
on that
damage.
last one. Wait,
Huh?
never mind.
Oh. Math. I love math.
29 damage total.
Okay. All right. It's dead. It done dead.
It done died.
It done died. Look, these are challenge rating 5 creatures, okay? They're really hard. I really don't know why they're challenge rating 5. They don't seem... I mean, they have some nasty abilities if you don't have an AC of 23. But,
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think part of the issue is that the way this is set up, they can only hit one of the 2 tanks.
yep.
If they had more movement, I think this would be more devastating.
Well, if they had more movement that
Not-
didn't require them going
Nah.
past 3 or 4 people's
Yeah.
opportunity attacks.
I didn't mean like the movement
Yeah.
set. I meant like more freedom of movement.
I know what you mean. But hey, well done, Rhea. Aras, we're up to you.
Okay, so guess I will move down 1 to target spawn 2, the only guy left. Okay, and I miss, and
Yep.
I reload.
Okay.
So
All right. Shala.
Okay, since this guy's... No, never mind. Moving on up
Okay.
and using purple flame blade again.
Sure. Roll of an attack. That is going to be a miss. There we go. At least it did the proficiency this time.
I added it in.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, still, unfortunately, a miss. She still has a bonus action.
Yeah. I can't think of anything else to do right now, so we'll just pass on that.
Sure. Weary, your turn.
Can I reach it from where I am if Shala's in front of me?
Yes, I would say it has half cover, so its AC goes up a bit, but you can reach it. I mean, worst comes to worst, if you wanted to, you could just move through Shala and Ria's spaces to, like, in the other side of it and still have enough
Yeah,
movement.
I'll probably move here.
All right. Well, yeah, you could do that.
Well, if you're gonna do that, you could fully flank it too.
No, she can't. That's her whole movement.
Is
Because
it?
it's 20 feet to get through Ria and Shala.
Well,
when
could she not just sidestep into the...
No, because
diagonal
in the rules we use is that moving diagonally, every other diagonal is 10 feet. Otherwise, you could move ridiculous distances.
Okay,
just going
no, that
diagonally.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay, and then, let me roll my spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon is a hit, 6 damage.
Take that off, Shala. I'm so sorry.
I got it. It's fine.
All right. Vampire Spawn 2 still looks very not wounded.
Oh, I also realized the spiritual weapon's not doing its full damage, because I believe it's supposed to do a d8 plus spell modifier.
Yep.
Yep.
So add
plus
4 to that, so
yeah,
10 damage.
10 damage. Okay.
And then I think we'll try for Sacred Flame again. Okay, so for Sacred Flame, it's saying it's a Dex DC 11.
It should be. It
Yeah,
should be a
DC
15.
15.
Yeah, we'll have to get that straightened out
15.
at some point. So, Dex save. Add 6 to this. That makes it.
Nope. That's irritating. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Freya.
This thing's still looking healthy,
Mm-hmm.
and I do not have a lot of huge damaging spells. I'm more of a utility character. But this thing's also dangerous, so I'm just gonna blast it with Magic Missile, I guess.
Sure.
It's probably my best bet.
Hit it
unless they
full of
have-
magic.
Nope. Die.
3, 3, 5. So, you got 11 points of damage there.
I did click on it, and it says it did the damage
Yep,
to it already.
It did. It added
Okay.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So,
That is my turn.
three magic missiles just into the vampire. All right. Amelia, your turn.
Honey, you're muted.
Yeah, I just figured that out. Okay. So.
Thought.
Okay. So,
Gonna.
Okay.
Would I be able to see them at this point, or would I have to move forward?
You'd
a
have to
little
get
more?
one more either to your right or up. Yeah, there. Now you can see it. It does have
Okay.
half cover, but it's only an AC increase of 2.
With remind me real quick, with the wand of magic missile, that is not a recharge, or is it?
It is.
It is. It
gets
recharges
1d6 plus 1 every night.
Yep. So you could just unleash with that baby if you wanted to.
I would not expend the final slot, though, because that is a chance of it breaking, I'm pretty sure.
Correct. So if you roll a natural 1 on a d20.
I'll throw like 3 at it. Why not?
All right, so that would be 5d4. 3 for the first charge, and is it 1d4 for each additional charge?
Yes.
Yeah,
One
so
1d4 for extra levels.
So 5d4, please. As you
That
fire
might be too many.
magic
Nope, that's
missile.
too many. Okay,
you can
so
just
erase
subtract
that
that
last
too.
two.
Yeah, so 12, and then add 5 to that as well, so 17 damage.
17. Gotcha. Okay. Now it's its turn. It is in like full berserk mode. It can't run anywhere. It can't escape. It has to fight or die. So it's gonna go for the weakest person it sees there. It's gonna attack Shala. This is
I'm gonna impose disadvantage on it.
You have a sentinel, right? Or
My protection
gotcha.
fighting style.
Yeah. Perfect. Give me a second here. I forget how to impose disadvantage on myself. I believe I just click this, and then I do that. Yes. That's a 13 against Shala. I believe that's a miss, right?
Yep.
Okay, then the next one is going to be another claw attack, but not at a disadvantage. And by the way, that was huge. So one more claw attack. That's also a miss. Well, if my guys can't roll for crap, doesn't really matter how scary they are. Rhea!
You say that every time, Squee.
Well, they don't roll good.
They had a good roll earlier that I just said, you can't have that, sorry.
Yeah, I know, it was all the will saves and stuff. They will save.
So
Go ahead.
I'm definitely gonna use my last smite on this guy.
Gotcha. That's a hit. Alright, so that's 7 for the weapon damage. That's a natural. Oh my god, that's a crit. Again!
Don't touch my girlfriend.
Okay, so it's 2d. No, I'm sorry, it's 3d8 because it's a second level spell.
Correct.
Plus 1d8 for it being undead.
Oh, you're casting at second level?
That's the only spell slot I have left.
Gotcha. So it's 3d8 plus 1d8, so it's 8d8 because of the crit.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck, dude.
And it's basically giving you the come at me bro look.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey.
That's a lot of ones.
Oh my god, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones? Amelia, I'm wondering who Amelia's saying that to.
Yeah, because
Wow.
I believe the average of rolling 5d8s is 22.5. You rolled 8d8 and got less than that?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Still,
It's
22,
fine, it still have another
22,
attack.
30, yeah, so it's 36 points of damage, plus 7 points of damage. So currently you're at 43 points of damage. 43 points of damage, and
God damn it!
Oh, honey.
Oh no.
But you still did really good damage to it. It's heavily wounded now. And besides, it has to get through everyone else and still be alive.
That's not what it's about. It's about the pride at this point.
Aras, it's your turn.
Alright, so, I mean, I will shoot at him twice, because the first one didn't hit. Let's see
Right.
what the second one does.
That's a hit!
There we go.
Yay!
I also
Yay!
feel bad for Ross. I'm pretty sure, Ross, this is your second time hitting someone, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh no.
9 points of damage.
Alright.
It's like if I did magic missile.
Alright. And then that's it for your turn, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, sorry.
Shala, face to face with Ugly.
Okay, let me do this. Alright, so yeah, we're just gonna finish out this spell.
Which spell?
Purple Flame Blade.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's a hit.
Thank you.
Right? Shala recovers and hits really well, actually. 7 plus 6 and 1 extra d8, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow, okay. 14 points of
No.
damage. Oh, okay. So... Oh, okay. Yeah, it's still kicking. Weary. What are you gonna hit Shala with today?
Everything I possibly can.
It's all your fault, Shala.
Let me see. Chala duck. Hold on, let me roll for spiritual weapon.
That's a miss, unfortunately. Well,
Well,
hit
it
for
hit Shala.
Yeah.
Actually, no, because her AC is a 15
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah, her AC is a 15 because of the mage armor.
Well, you can be prideful about the fact that if she wasn't wearing it, you'd hit her.
If all these conditions weren't the way they were.
Yeah. If you attack her while she's, like, preparing her hair or something, it would have hit her.
Murray, I'll also let you know, because, again, I'm a friendly GM. If you take one step, you can have advantage on your attack.
Where? This way?
Directly behind it, correct. So that you're directly opposite from Shala.
Okay, already did.
Because really, at this point, it's just a mercy killing. Yeah, that's a hit.
Well, I hit Shala.
You did indeed. Go ahead and do damage. That is 8 points of damage. Oh, it is still alive. You guys have done 88 points of damage to this thing. It's still standing. Freya.
I mean, it's time for me to not allow it to hit again and just end this with magic missile.
I don't know if that's really necessary.
Oh, okay, you're right. Sorry, I'll use firebolt. I'll stab it with fire. Oh no, I'm gonna roll my inspiration. You tempted me into. Oh no, my inspiration's a what? Oh no!
I didn't actually
wait.
to influence.
I'm gonna expend a point of luck now.
Okay.
Yes! I barely hit it.
Yes, you hit it.
Okay.
Do your damage.
Oh, no. Okay, I just did a whopping 8 damage to it.
Oh, and it's dead. You could have just magic missiled it.
You said that, and I was like, alright, bet. I won't use magic missile then.
Oh my god, and the fight is over. So,
Yippee!
just because
We did it.
I feel like, for the sake of my GM pride, these creatures, this was supposed to be a very difficult fight. These creatures are a challenge rating of 5 each.
Which means nothing to me.
Which means, so if you're all level 6 creatures, a challenge rating of 5 means that one 4-man party of level 5 characters, it would be considered a decent fight. So 4 level 5 characters versus one of those should have been a fight. Versus 4 of those should have been a hard fight. Thing is, you guys got your surprise round. You blockaded the door. But the thing is that they have a claw. If they can grapple you with that claw, they can then bite you, which they do damage plus necrotic damage, which permanently or temporarily lowers your maximum HP and gives it to them. Like your HP goes down until long rest. So if you had faced all 4 of these at once, it could have been very different. But you guys were smart, and
This is why you bottleneck.
I am
So-
never going to be upset when players do things smart.
I was curious, so I went to an XP calculator for this encounter.
Mm-hmm.
This was rated as a deadly encounter, by the way.
Yep.
So yes, this should have been much harder.
Yep.
Deadly for them.
Well, and to be fair, you guys do have your materia, which were so helpful. The only time someone actually used the materia was Freya, and it failed.
Well,
I
the
was
materia
always
might have
using
helped
my
the
materia.
rail's damage. Yeah.
I mean, if I had to make death saving throws, I would have had advantage.
But I mean, the only one that really procced Rhea didn't have to really move more than her normal movement.
Well, but Ray also has the extra damage one, though. A D10 instead of D8, which,
Yeah, that's true.
as many times as she hit them, was probably significant.
That is very true. But you slaughter them. And good news, this unlike other places, if you drop their hit points to 0, they actually just die. At least the vampire spawn, yeah.
Yay.
So you don't need to stake them with wood or anything like that. They are dead. They be
Can
dead.
we... Are any of those puppets made out of wood?
Oh yeah, tons of them.
Like the horribly disfigured one, we can still like stab them with the disfigured puppets.
Yeah, sure.
Just leave it there.
I was
It's
I was
like
gonna
a-
say my character might be superstitious and do it anyway.
You just have Pinocchio tell a
Yeah.
couple of lies, break off the nose, stab it into its heart.
You know.
Sharpen that first, but yeah, we
So-
could do that.
Well done, guys. I know it didn't seem like much of a challenge, but you faced them all together in that room, and things would have been very, very different. So well done.
Woo.
But things quiet down as the last vampire spawn dies. What would you like to do now?
Weary will take a deep breath, and she will walk over to Rhea and rest a gentle hand on her shoulder.
Oh, don't do it!
And she will say, if you will let me finish, I believe I owe you an apology. I am sorry, Rhea. I should not have spoken to you like I did. And I hope I am not too old and stubborn to know when I am wrong. I value your opinions and I value your path. I just wonder if this is the best place for you. You are a gentle soul.
I go where my order sends me. And if this is where they think I'm best suited, then this is where I will stay.
Yeah, I'm still wondering who you pissed off to get sent here.
Maybe she's where she needs to be, Shala says.
I do think at some point we must have a longer talk about when it is appropriate to deal out death. But for now there is another task ahead of us. I would like to at least consecrate the dead here. I don't think we need any more undead creatures crawling in here to make a meal out of the past.
I agree.
I do not ask your forgiveness, but I do offer you an apology. And if that sounds weird, it means she's not expecting you to forgive her, but she is still offering an apology.
I got you.
Okay.
All right. So, Murray, how do you want to go about trying to consecrate?
She's essentially going to find the biggest place where they can make a pyre. And if they
Gotcha.
need to start dragging and put a couple hours into it, she will.
So you guys, yeah. So will everyone help?
You do not
Yeah.
have to. She will do it herself.
Ross
Amelia
would
will
help.
help.
And-
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Rem Oska said something about leaving a cash box somewhere.
Yeah, he pointed behind the like the register area of the store.
I'm pretty sure that's just where the shopkeeper kept his money.
Moiri casts a sort of disdainful eye at the toys that surround them and goes, well, I'm not sure I would take any of these home. Best take it. I don't think he'll be using it.
Amelia looks a little surprised and then goes over to the cash box, I guess.
Yeah, underneath you find a lockbox. It is locked, however, with an old, rusty kind of padlock.
Oh, I wonder. Hang on.
You hear Moiri mutter something under her breath about using it to buy the children actual toys.
Damn.
Maybe you
Didn't we just do that?
Maybe you and Ramos have more in common than you think.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay, to be fair, you did describe these dolls as being accidentally disfigured.
Oh, he is obviously whoever that guy was, which you guess is probably Giotori, was really bad at making toys.
I mean, do any of them look like something Ross can salvage?
Technically, the toys do have value. But you would have a really hard time selling them.
I was thinking more like making them not scary for the kids.
No, you might as well just start from scratch. Yes, Amelia.
Does this box look like magically sealed or anything like that?
Roll me an Arcana check. No, doesn't look magically sealed.
Okay, then Amelia's going to use knock.
Okay. The lock falls off with the enchantment, and you open it up, and you see the following. 68 gold pieces. Oh, whoa. Nope. I am sorry. Give me a second here. I completely gave you the wrong thing. You see 2 gold pieces, 8 silver
Are you
pieces.
sure? I
I'm
wouldn't
pretty
turn
sure.
down thief tools.
Nope, pretty sure. A brass key, and everyone roll me a knowledge, intelligence check, please, and a silver tooth. A Ross. Good. Okay, only a Ross. Barely a Ross. And Freya.
Amelia?
Nope.
I got a
Oh, wait.
12.
Yeah.
Oh.
A Ross and
Really,
Freya.
we didn't get 68 gold, magical boots, thieves' tools, toy design papers?
Nope. I clicked the wrong thing. But a Ross...
Or we didn't get them yet.
A Ross and Freya, you know that key is a key to a lockbox in the Abadar Bank. Lockbox number 261.
Okay.
All right. Amelia is going to do a search of the rest of the place, including the bodies.
All right. You don't
Fran
find
will assist.
anything else of value. The corpses outside seem to have already been looted from whoever dragged them over here. As you were
Oh
told.
no, I was talking about the bodies inside. So the vampires.
Oh, yeah, you find nothing of value upon them. Ratted,
Okay.
tatty clothing.
Good to know that what's his face kept all the good shit for himself. Alrighty.
So, and
Amelia.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say Amelia stands up with a lockbox and says we should report this to the guards, I'm guessing. Gesturing over at the vampires, especially considering one is currently on the loose.
That's likely a good idea. I would like to clean up here first. No sense in leaving them alive. Who knows when they'll come back.
I'd like everyone to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Fuck.
It battered for once. Yay.
All right.
Okay, how do I die?
No, that's all I need to know. So, it takes about 2 hours or so.
That's so ominous, Squee. I hate that. I hate it when you do that.
I know. It takes about 2 hours or so to pile the bodies up. And I assume you set fire to them?
Yes.
You,
Yes.
You see...
And, Mwiri will make it clear to any passersby that if they have dead in their homes, that they're welcome to add them as well, if they don't want to dispose of them elsewhere.
No one seems to take you up on your offer, but it is an odd thing that while on most days such a sight would draw enormous attention, people seem to shy away and mind their own business. Is just a simple testament to just how badly the city's doing right now, that people are seemingly understanding of a pile of corpses being burned in the street.
Weary will kind of dust her hands off, and then I'd like to cast... hold on. Oh, I don't have it prepared. I was gonna cast Detect Poison and Disease, but I don't have it prepared.
Gotcha. Well, Murray, with your skills, it's not hard to know that having dragged a bunch of plague-ridden corpses to the middle of the street and burned it, it's likely that you guys have been pretty exposed to it. The blood veil.
Yeah, so she's probably, because she's been dealing with dead bodies and all the assorted blisters and sores that they come with, she will preemptively kind of expend all of her spell slots on Lesser Restoration.
On who?
On everybody in the party.
Do you have enough spell slots for all of them?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Gotcha. That's enough.
You only need 5.
Yeah, because Rhea's immune. Well, assuming that's what all the Constitution saving throws are for, you guys are good.
Well, just in case.
You feel fine.
It was for an eagle.
Eagle crashes into building, blows up.
Yeah, a Constitution saving throw for explosion. Yeah.
With that done, we'll say because of the time it took to get it done, you're about evening time now. Sun's getting low.
Weary will let the rest of the party know that they can return home. She will go to Cresta if they do not want to accompany her.
Amelia will go with her.
Ria's going.
Ross is going as well. So
Okay, fine.
Freya goes home.
I mean, she's
Freya
considering.
says, "I'm out, bitch."
Um, no, there's no reason at this point. Something might happen. But she would walk over to Amelia once they're leaving, and return Amelia's scarf, and say, thank you, but I don't think I'll be needing it as much now.
Sure. And she'll take it and wind it back around her neck.
Question, Squee. Where on the map were we? How long is it going to take us to get to?
You were
Cresta?
in Main Shore, which is
All the way up here. Okay.
no, yeah, way up there. So you're looking at probably a good hour's walk to Citadel Volshnik.
Yay.
And during that walk, it's again a quiet, muted affair. The streets are starting to empty as the daylight's starting to go down. You still see the plume of black smoke rising up in the distance from the pile of dead bodies. And you pass by the West Dock, pass by the Blessed Maiden, and make your way to Citadel Volshnik.
would we by chance have gone by the Church of Abadar, which is what I'm assuming the lockbox is for?
You'd have to. You're a lot closer to it. The Church of Abadar is right around. Hang on, let me see if I can find it real quick. Where is...
I mean, it's fine. We can do it later.
Well, you're closer to it than you are usually. It's in somewhere around Pillar Hill, is where the Church of Abadar is.
It's at T3.
At T3. Oh, I could be wrong then. T3 is... Oh, you were really close to it, actually. Because you're in Main Shore. You'd pass right by it if you took that route.
Can I suggest that we stop at the Bank of Abadar on the way?
Freya would reinforce that, yeah.
Sure.
I don't have a problem with it.
Okay. So you guys make your way to the Church of Abadar, who is continuously turning away people that need healing, stating that their clerics are all spent for the day and come back tomorrow, as even the Church of Abadar, the city has gotten so bad that even the Church of Abadar, and I mentioned this before, but has suspended taking money for healing, which in your lifetimes you have never seen the Church of Abadar do. They are all about the money. But in this case, they're turning people away that need healing only because their clerics are spent. But when you come up, they start to tell you the same thing. Our clerics have cast all the magic they can today. If you need healing, you will have to come back tomorrow, and I suggest very early.
We came to check the deposits, actually, but we're fine, health-wise.
Oh, you mean to perform a transaction? Of course. Right this way. And it's a lanky priest. He is about 6 feet tall, gray hair that goes to about his shoulders, dark circles under his eyes, and he starts showing you the direction to the Church of Abadar, which you've been here once before. Most of you. Freya hasn't. I don't think Freya would ever have a reason to go to the Church of Abadar.
Probably not.
The halls are white marble with gold inlay. It's a very, very rich, fancy-looking place. Almost like a Greek architecture when it comes to the pillars and the inlays. And everywhere you look, it's just white, polished marble. Though, these days, a little less well-kept than you might think. And as you're walking, he says, and you said you were looking for a deposit?
No, he she misspoke. We needed to check our lockbox.
Ah, I see. And which locked box would that be?
261?
261. Do you have the key?
Yes, right here.
If you'll
Or whoever had it.
yeah, sure. If you'll kindly wait here, I'll retrieve it for you.
Thank you.
Just a question. Would Moiri see that cleric that they'd met before? What was his name?
Give me a second. I know who you're talking about. Let me see. You would be talking about Father. Nope. Hang on. Okay, hang on now. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm looking in the wrong places for a bunch of stuff. Okay, it's not there either. Good lord. Grusaldo. No, that's sorry, that's not him. Jeez. All right, you know what? I'll look for it later. I'm sorry, but
Okay.
I know who you're talking about.
If he's not there, then Moiri would ask after his health.
He would actually find him there.
Okay.
He would be there. Gosh darn it, I just can't find his name at the moment. I know where to find it. He would be there. He looks very, very tired and very, very spent. He was almost retired for the evening when you arrive, and he says, "Oh, Murray, a pleasure to see you. You're doing well as can be, I hope."
As well as can be.
Ah, Ishani. His name is Ishani Daharti. Datri, I mean. Ishani Datri. And he would nod. He'd go, "Well, these are dark times. I'm glad to see that you are safe."
Weary's probably covered in, like, she's been moving bodies for the last couple hours, and before that she was in a fight. So she'll sort of give him kind of a wry look and say, "I'm afraid danger always finds me. It's probably because I walk to it."
I see. Well, I hope you're being as careful as you can be. We've lost so much already. I'd rather not lose any more.
I understand. Do take care of yourself.
You as well.
I'm afraid in times like these, we are the last line of defense the city has.
He looks down sadly and looks up. He goes, "Not much of a defense if this keeps up."
Weary will reach into her pack and produce a pearl of power and put it in his hand and say, "Just in case."
He looks at you wide-eyed and looks down and then just laughs and goes, "Acts of kindness never cease to amaze me. Thank you, Weary. The gesture is incredibly gracious. But the church, we have our own. Keep it for yourself. You'll need it more than I. I'm behind these walls all day healing the injured and sick. You, as you said," and he'll close your hand back around it, "walk into danger."
Very well.
And he'll nod gratefully. And right about this time, the other priest comes back with a very fancy gold-plated lockbox. Looks like something that's of the banks. And he says, "Your deposit box." And he takes the key, the 216, and uses it to open the box, and then slides it over to you, lifts the lid, and then leaves the room. And in it, you see 68 gold pieces. Masterworked thieves' tools. Toy design papers, basically sketches of sheafs of papers detailing the creation of dozens of really badly designed toys. You can tell from this, it's not just that he has very little skill, it's that whoever this man really was, he has a very warped sense of what makes a good toy.
Well, it'll make excellent Kindle.
It's like an adult Sid.
Jesus.
I mean, some kids might enjoy barbed wire. Come on now.
And you find a pair of very fancy boots.
Fancy boots.
Mm-hmm.
Some nice shoes.
Well, I'm sure we can figure out what those do.
Can I cast the identify spell on the boots?
If you have it, you absolutely can.
I do.
All right, give me a second here. Hang on, why is that not popping up? There we go. I'm trying to get you the right boots. Alrighty. You get here, let me how do I oh, you know what, I probably gotta just throw this in here. It is I'll just tell you as I give that to you. It's the boots of striding and springing. While you wear these boots, your walking speed becomes 30 feet, unless your walking speed is higher, and your speed isn't reduced if you are encumbered or wearing heavy armor. In addition, you can jump 3 times the normal distance, though you can't jump farther than your remaining movement would allow. It is a wondrous item, it is uncommon, and it requires attunement.
Cool.
Yep. So, there's that. Give me a second, and I'll get you the actual list so you can add it.
That's fine. Yeah.
There we go. So let me unlock this. Let me throw this there, and I will take off this one, I believe. Okay. And these. I forget, how do I... there we go. You have identified it. So there you go. You can add those to your party's loot, and that is what you find in the lockbox.
Okay. Sweet. I mean, I think we're going to leave the design paper toys there.
But what about the business you're all going to start?
Maybe we can teach one of the kids to make toys.
So you take
I already told you guys we can use it as kindling. It'll be fine.
So yeah, you have 68 gold pieces, masterwork thieves tools, and the boots of striding and springing. Keep in mind, Ross, those boots do require attunement. So you'll need a short rest to attune them, and you can only attune 3 things at a time, but that, at the moment, is not a problem. I do not think.
Actually, I get to attune more, but yeah. You know, because we have a whole one thing.
I just love the way you were like, actually, Squee. That may be true for those plebeians down there. You know, you're absolutely right.
That was something I got 5th level, and like it hasn't done anything for me, so you know, I'm excited.
Magic items are fairly rare, but they'll become more common as you gain levels. So, with that, actually, everyone, I think it's a good place to stop for the night. And we'll pick up next session as you approach Quisidia and figure out what your next steps are. Spoiler, I think we all know what their next steps are going to be, unless they throw me a curveball.
We're gonna open a toy store.
See? He gets it. He understands.
Yeah.
That's how you beat the
With
plague,
toys.
everyone. Capitalism.
Yeah, yeah, pretty
Exactly.
much. It's Outlast, right? Until there aren't enough people to really pack them in and get sick anymore.
Supply and demand.
Well, I'm immune, so I'll outlast everyone.
She's your only customer.
I mean, Rhea might enjoy some nice toys.
And
You never
let's
know.
be fair, Rhea. There's got to be at least 4 paladins in this town, so you're not going to be the only one left.
At least 4.
I just went out of the party.
Extremely gracious.
All right, everyone. So thanks for watching, and join us next week. Next week is not Christmas. Next week, Tuesday, as we continue to find out how to cure Corvosa. Take care, everyone.
Yay!
Yay!
Bye!